Hey guys, it's Maura, and welcome to part 4 of my walkthrough of Where in Time Is Carmen Sandiego. So, in this video, I'm going to be playing Case 4, which takes place in Heian era Japan during the time of Murasaki Shikibu. So I click on my name, and now let's go ahead and get started.
This tunnel only jumps ahead a dozen years to 1015. But you're going from the wilderness to high culture. The Kingdom of Japan during the Heian era. Murasaki Shikibu should be writing the world's first novel by now, but her pages are blank. Go seek out the source of her writer's block.
And here's our next good guide, Renaissance, a pun of, obviously, of Renaissance.
She has your time cuffs, your new Chronopedia chapter, and all the culture you could ask for. Hope you look good in a kimono, Time Scout. Best of luck!
Welcome to Heian era Japan. It's nighttime in the year 1015. There's Murasaki Shikibu, who should be cooking up her famous novel, The Tale of Genji. But it looks like her creative sizzle has fizzled.
My heart drifts aimlessly like the hours on a moonless night. I feel more sadness than I have for many seasons.
What a syllabic slip-up! The Tale of Genji is supposed to be the world's first novel. We better track down what's troubling Murasaki and get her weaving wondrous words again.
Hello. I'd say I'm gladdened by your presence, if I was glad. If only I could work on my novel. My spirits flutter aimlessly like the last leaves of autumn. A thief has taken my book's first chapter, and with it, a piece of my soul. I can continue my novel no longer. Only the face of the full moon answers my inner questions. Can you bring it here to my room? Perhaps if you study the other rooms close by, you'll find cause for reflection.
Okay, that's the clue, and I'll show you how that works soon.
I was writing a novel. It's called Tale of Genji. My novel is a long romance about Prince Genji and his many adventures in Japanese court life. I believe it's a very important work. I'm trying a new literary style called a novel. It's not a light tale. I look deeply into the lives of the characters and question why they do what they do. We're close to Empress Shoshi's royal palace. I'm her lady-in-waiting. For a funnier joke, perhaps? A lady-in-waiting waits on the Empress. I bring her clothes in the morning, keep her company, those sorts of things. It's easy work that allows me much time to write.
No, it's not a funny guitar. That's a koto. I'll bet Murasaki can play some mean riffs on it. Check this out. We're in Japan, but these scrolls were written in Chinese.
Yes, I wrote those. It is difficult to believe that Japanese women are not allowed to read and write in Chinese. I have to hide those scrolls or they'll discover my secret talents.
These poems here seem to be written about the Japanese seasons. Murasaki, can you read a few?
What poem is your pleasure?
Okay, so we need to ask her to read each of the poems. I'll show you why.
Rain softly fingers our bright summer kimono wrapped over yellow. As a smooth lake captures the moonlight in its soft ripples, so I happily catch the moon in my mirror. But tonight the moon hides from me, and my mirror cannot find its silver face.
This is no ordinary scrap. It's a Carmen note, which puts us a measure closer to an arrest.
My friends, your curious clothing may cause a court scandal. Please, feel free to try on one of my beautiful kimonos in the closet before departing.
Okay, so we can't go out, have Renee go out dressed like this. So we need to put on kimonos and wraps.
You may try them on if you'd like to fit in.
Because see, each of the rooms nearby deals with the season, so we have to dress Renee with kimono and lining. So first up will be the summer room. So she said wrapped over yellow in the summer room, so we need this yellow lining.
I like this lining. Now I just need a jacket to make the kimono complete.
And I know what they are, but each of the rooms have a symbol to reflect that season. So this is the one we need for the summer house that has the symbol.
Smart and sassy, and just my size. Without a ray of moonlight in here, I can hardly see the floor. Maybe things will brighten up later. That kimono hook can help us get the right look. Long beak and skinny legs. That character's a crane. You should see its sleek white wings swoop elegantly into flight. Those are maple leaves. Sweet. Can you feel the burn? That's the sun. Rose, white, and deeper hues too. Those are cherry blossoms. Fresh and bold with a certain tang. It's orange. Fierce as a winter sunset. That one's red.
Okay, now she's giving even a clue there.
Azure, dark, or icy? I'd say that's blue. Like a fresh leaf. This one's green.
I'll explain what that means soon, but we'll ask Murasaki to read each of the poems, which the color she mentioned refers to the lining we need to use for the respective seasonal rooms.
My heart is a dark well, even more so than usual.
Ah, the sky. What a perfect night for moonlighting. That full moon is casting quite a moonbeam tonight, out of this world. This room makes me feel like hot stuff.
Okay, so what we do is when Murasaki said cause for reflection, notice how the moon is reflecting here in this mirror. So we have to adjust the mirror to each room and then back to her house. That's what she means so she can write again. So we have to adjust it twice.
Bravo!
But
Those hot threads set this place on fire.
But the guards will only let us adjust the mirror if we have the right clothing based on the symbols and the colors according to Murasaki's poems. So we had, yeah, so this is she's wearing the correct kimono. We need to adjust it twice in order to go to the next room.
Those are rain clouds. The rainy season in Japan lasts from June through July, and nobody's dry by the time it ends. Those dreamy blooms are water lilies.
Okay, so since we did our job, we can...
Stay cool.
Okay, so next is the autumn house. And notice when each time we adjust the mirror, the music will change when we leave the room.
Murasaki, can we hear another poem about the seasons?
My pleasure. Which one would you like to hear?
Okay, so then the autumn is our next stop, so we
warms our autumn kimono, splendid over green.
So we need to wear green lining.
But what would my mother think? Like the first warm rays of morning. It's yellow.
Okay, so since it's autumn, I know that's the easy one because the autumn trees, change of leaves.
Smart and sassy,
and
just my size.
I wanted to point out that this one may seem to make sense for the summer house since it's got the sun, but we needed this one because it has lilies, the water lilies, as we saw on that picture in the summer house, because we know each kimono fits because the picture on it matches a picture in each house. So we've only got 5 out of 4, and we've got 4 houses to check out, so that narrows it down easily. But this is easy to do because there will be a picture of a tree losing leaves, like here.
Turn over a new leaf.
What an eye!
Okay, so we got that right too.
Watercolors seem more suitable for my room.
Now, if I didn't mention all of this before, if we have incorrect kimono or lighting, the guard will not let us adjust the mirror. He'll put his sword right in front of us. But as long as we have the correct clothing, we can adjust it twice.
In Japan, The harvest moon meant let's party. That's because the rice and other crops were ready to harvest.
Yeah, so here's maple branch just like on the
The
jacket.
leaves on these maple trees make like chameleons in the fall and change their colors.
All right.
So wrong. Don't fall out of touch.
So now the music changes again. Now our next step will be the winter house.
My heart is a dark well, even more so than usual.
Murasaki, can we hear another poem about the seasons?
My pleasure. Which one would you like to hear?
The winter poem, because our next place is the winter house.
How winter kimonos drift over brilliant thread.
And this is the kimono we need, and the red lining.
Smart and sassy, and just my size. But does it match my eyes? This place is making me blue. Since I'm not sad, I must be shivering.
Nice outfit you have there. A stylish match for my cool room.
Cranes like to spend the winter in Japan. The weather here fits the bill.
That's perfect description.
Mount Fuji's no pile of rock to the Japanese. It's a sacred mountain, celebrated in paintings and verse.
It's green tea. Delicious.
The Japanese call this a kotatsu. We'd call it a heater. You sit at a table and toast your toes over a hole filled with smoldering coals. Don't get a hot foot.
When the wind beckons, I wrap this table above the kotatsu with a quilt and hold a cozy pocket of heat inside. Stay warm.
Now the last poem
Murasaki,
will be the
can
spring.
we hear another poem about the seasons?
My pleasure. Which one would you like to hear? Paddling our frail boats, we drape our spring kimonos gently over blue.
Okay, and then the jacket we need is that with the cherry blossom and blue lining.
Hey, that's hot. But will it start a trend?
Okay, our last place is the spring house.
This spot puts us.
And with
right in
this,
my
we
step.
should get the moon adjusted to Murasaki's room.
Beautiful. Your fine kimono flourishes here, like the first buzz of spring. That's a sweet flag leaf, which protects boys from evil spirits during a traditional Boys' Day celebration here in Japan.
Japan got wise and changed Boys' Day to Children's Day. They realized that it's only fair for both boys and girls to have their share. Cherry blossom time is the big spring event in Japan. Beneath the trees, people watch the slow dance of unfolding cherry tree blossoms. When the bush warbler appears, the Japanese know that spring's about to begin, just like the robin in America.
Do come again.
All right, listen to that victory music. Now,
The moonlight returns, and with it, my joy. I can write again.
Just part of our job description. Ooh, what a little moonlight can do. This little moonbeam seems to have cast new light on the case.
Idle words scatter like brittle leaves. With the moon lighting my path, I can't pause for chatter. I must spin stories of the highest order.
oh, but look, the moonlight seems to go right into the closet. Let's see what we can find.
That C note means we're right on track.
But we're missing the last piece.
Unlike kanji characters, where each symbol has an individual meaning, hiragana characters each represent a particular sound. String a few together and you have words. And I think this word mentions an animal.
Well, let's talk to the guards in the rooms. Maybe one of them has the Carmen note.
Japanese poetry often uses images of nature to express thoughts and feelings. Murasaki uses such images in both her poetry and her prose. Japanese poetry has traditionally made great use of metaphor, phrases that have double meanings, some of them definitely funny. I eat these for breakfast, but sadly, no one has stopped by for a meal. Do come again.
Yes?
This proud sword is part of the imperial regalia handed down for centuries from one Japanese emperor to the next. In a sense, I'm holding Japan's shining history right here in my hand. Not without proper preparation. The way of the sword trains the mind while teaching combat skills. Without careful study,
You'll poke your eye out.
Perhaps because of my red-hot disposition. If you can't stand the heat, try another room. No, things around here have been as dull as a hot summer day. Stay cool.
Our folklore tells about the magic rabbit who lives in the moon. The man in the moon put him there for being the kindest of the animals. Some folk tales say that he bakes rice cakes for us to eat. Others say he grinds a jade elixir, the source of eternal life. He's certainly industrious. Of course not. I'm a professional. I'd be in big trouble if I let a mere thief slip by.
Okay, I know which one you have to talk to, but I just wanted to talk to all the other guards to show you what goes on.
What do you want here? Why, yes. And she stumbled over my kotatsu. And if hitting my heater wasn't enough, she also tossed this litter on the ground.
She, so it's a
High five.
female
Let's
thief.
see how these puzzle pieces harmonize. With Carmen's note in one telltale piece, I'll activate the time cuffs.
You're back for another frosty reception, I see. Of course, I'm an Imperial Guard, right? I'll ice any intruders. Why, yes. I wanted to study interior design, but father insisted on guard school. Now there was a man with no fashion sense. Stay warm.
Okay, so the thief will be here in this room in a zodiac drawer. The rat drawer, which is this one.
You're using your smarts now. The Carmen note tells us you made the right choice.
Naturally, you smelled a rat. A real rat. A fat, big rat named Mediva.
Ever darken these doorways. It's back to Acme headquarters for you, Mediva, for a long spell in solitary.
Don't think you'll keep me under wraps for long, agents. I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve. Huh.
Terrific tracking, Time Scout. The world's first novel is well on its way to publication. Thanks to you, Mediva's in a cell, and Murasaki is moonlighting her way into history. Because of you, the novel will become the world's favorite literary form. Readers around the world, thank you. You're doing excellent work, and now's your chance to do more of the same. Another case is coming up fast. Will you take it on?
Okay, I'll take it on the next time in part 5. I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this just as much as I enjoyed playing it. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta!
When you're ready to continue, we'll pick up our search right here.